Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very personal video to share with you. I have a condition called epilepsy since 2008, and today I want to share with you my 5 tips in how to deal with epilepsy. So if you guys interested, please just keep on watching. But before I start anything, let me just briefly tell you what is epilepsy. So epilepsy is a medical condition that originates in the brain and causes seizures. So epilepsy can be controlled, but even mild seizures can be dangerous if you're driving or if you're swimming or doing other activities. At the time, there is no cure for epilepsy, but if you have this disorder, you can learn how to deal with it so you can lower the chances of having a seizure. Now, let me tell you a little bit about my story. I've been suffering with epilepsy for 7 years now. First time I had a seizure, I was 19 and it was 2 weeks before my wedding day. So I remember that I wake up in the morning and my head was very heavy, but I didn't have pain or anything, so I didn't thought too much about it. I just get up, I had my breakfast, and then I just went out with my boyfriend, which now is my husband, to run some errands. And then I remember that throughout the day I start feeling like all these symptoms that I have never felt before. And at first it started with my head very heavy, and then I started to feel like a mild pain in my head, which I didn't took anything to help me with the pain or anything because it wasn't a strong pain, but I could definitely feel something in my head. And then we ate around 12 o'clock, and after 12 o'clock I start noticing my hands would start shaking, not a lot but like a little bit, so I could definitely feel something wrong with my body. And then 2 hours later it was starting to be very hard for me to talk because I couldn't say a full sentence because my brain wasn't thinking. I couldn't think. I couldn't remember the words, so I couldn't talk. And after that stage, I went into a stage that I would just shake. I don't know how you say, but you know when you're sleeping, this is the best way I can describe it. You know when you're sleeping and you are dreaming that you fall and then you just wake up like this, you know, and you have this thing. I have that awake. So basically I had that 2 or 3 times, and then it started to getting closer together. Like every 5 minutes I would feel that, and that was the time that I really felt worried, and I said to my husband, something is wrong with me, I need to go home. So we just went straight home, and he said to me, go lie down in your bed and I'm gonna make some tea and I'm gonna talk with your mom. I said okay. So I lie down in bed. I remember I was just looking up and thinking, what is wrong with me? Like something is definitely wrong because I don't feel alright. And that is basically it. That's the last thing I thought, and then I just switched off. So from the moment I switched off, I don't remember anything else. I just know what my husband told me, which is when he came back to the bedroom with the tea, I was just shaking all over. I wouldn't speak. I wasn't conscious, obviously. My eyes were wide and he was very scared. My mom was very scared, obviously, because I didn't know anything about epilepsy. My family didn't know anything about epilepsy at the time, and it was a scary moment. So what I remember then was waking up at the hospital with all my family around me, all the doctors around me. I couldn't remember anything, and I had this huge headache that I couldn't take it. I was so tired and my head was hurting so much that I was like, whoa, what is happening with me? And so yeah, that was the first of many others seizures that I have in these 7 years. But I will not talk about my story in this video because I would be here for a long time. So if you do want to see, or if you do want to know about my epilepsy story, just like this video or leave a comment below, and I will be more than happy to share with you my epilepsy story. But for now, let me just share with you my 5 tips to deal with epilepsy. First, know how to recognize the symptoms of a seizure. So this is very important for you to know if you are okay to drive, or if you are okay to go out. Like, this is very important. For example, in my case, and obviously this vary from person to person, but for example, in my case, like I said before, I have heavy head, I have headache, I have, you know, this shaking feeling, my hands shake a bit, and then I feel that I can't talk, I feel that I can't think. So these are all symptoms that you're gonna have like a seizure, and as soon as you recognize them, the sooner you know what to do. Second, train people around you, like friends and family, how to deal with you in case of a seizure. I find this very important because most of people, and I speak for experience, don't know what is epilepsy or what to do in case of someone near them having a seizure. And I didn't know anything about it. My family didn't know anything about it or what to do. So this is very important for you to train them. And there is only like a few steps that they can do to help you. The only thing they need to do is a pillow under your head, turn you on your side, and just wait for the seizure to pass. Observe everything that is happening to the person, because like observe the time that the person been like that, observe all that is happening with her, if she's shaking, if her eyes are wide, observe everything, because when you take that person to the hospital, the doctor will need to know everything, and obviously the person will not remember anything, so you need to tell the doctor what actually happened. 3. Talk to your doctor about how to deal with epilepsy. And with these, I mean, obviously when you talk with your doctor, the first thing he will tell you to do is some exams just to make sure you do have epilepsy, and then after that I'm pretty sure he will prescribe you some medication. And this medication, it's very good for you because it will help you control the epilepsy, and it will reduce the seizures that you may have. And once you start taking this medicine, you can never ever stop taking it without your doctor's permission. This is very important. So yeah, talk with him about that, and also talk with them about what can trigger your seizures to happen. For example, in my case, if I am stressed, if I don't sleep well, or if I'm in a place with flashing lights, that will trigger my epilepsy. So I'm pretty sure if I spend half an hour in a place with flashing lights, I'm 100% sure that in about, I don't know, a day I will have a seizure. Or if I'm very stressed, I can feel straight away that I will have a seizure. Or if I don't sleep, I do have to sleep 8 hours every night. If I sleep less than that, I'm pretty sure. So just talk to your doctor and analyze what is the things that makes you have a seizure. That is very important as well, because if you know what makes you have a seizure, you can like avoid having it. 4. Change your diet. So basically you can talk with a doctor about this as well, but what I do is I try to avoid foods or drinks that make my brain too excited. And for example, I'm talking about coffee or Coke, everything that has caffeine on it, or for example alcohol as well. So everything that can make my brain a little bit too excited, I avoid that, because that can also trigger an epileptic seizure. And last but not least, stay positive. It's very, very important that you stay positive. I know that finding out that you have epilepsy is not the best thing in the world, but it's not also the worst thing in the world if you think about it. You need to stay positive. Also because, emotions can have a heavy role on how your epilepsy develops. So please try to stay positive, be strong. This is not the end of the world, and you are not alone. There is so many people with this problem. I know that you can feel like, why me? I can't do nothing. I can't go out with my friends. I can do this, I can do that. Yes, you can. You just need to learn how to deal with it first, and then you can do whatever you want to do, believe me. So if you want to know a little bit more about epilepsy, or if you want some advice, or even if you just want to talk with someone about it, there is a very, very good place that you can go to, which is www.epilepsysociety.org.uk. that you can go there and check everything about epilepsy, talk with people, and also you can ring them if you want. So please don't feel you are alone with this. You can talk with everyone. Please, if you do have epilepsy, leave comments below. I will certainly answer you, and we can also discuss and have a debate and change ideas if you want to. There is no problem, just leave a comment below. I hope this video was in any way helpful to you. I hope you liked it. If yes, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!